Of Mafi traditional area. Ladies and gentlemen, Mafi traditional area is made up of 8 divisions according to various clans, namely Tofi, Bota, Akoto, Gevie, Foto, Aklobo, Aziewa, and To or Tovie. Each clan has a head chief, who is also a divisional chief of Mafi traditional area. The 8 clan divisions have also been further divided into sub-divisions. Tofi clan has Bagbe, Kekpo, Asrogwe, and Avieto. Bota has Jan, Yiboy, and Buvieto. Akoto and Foto clans have it as Apegame and Apevieme, while others have principal families. Therefore, the leaders of the subdivisions are called subdivisional chiefs. Chiefs under them in the subdivisions are sub-chiefs. This is very explicit in Mafi traditional and chieftaincy system. Organogram. Furthermore, Mafi has organogram, administrative organogram, as well as traditional military organogram. Administratively, ladies and gentlemen, at the apex is the paramount chief of Mafi traditional area. Closely after him is the Manklalo of Mafi traditional area. Then we have the divisional chiefs of Mafi, who are also the clan head chiefs. Below them are the sub-divisional chiefs, sub-chiefs, and the headmen. Finally, we have family heads. The traditional military structure is as follows. The captain of Mafi traditional army presides over the leaders of the three military wings, into bracket, Abanutol, bracket. Administrative roles. Ladies and gentlemen, the paramount chief of Mafi traditional area is the general overseer and commander-in-chief of Mafi traditional military in the traditional area. He presides over the affairs of the Mafi traditional area. The divisional heads, into bracket, clan heads, bracket close, preside over the affairs of their various clans and the traditional military wing leaders, into bracket, Abanuto, bracket close, led by the captain of Mafi, preside over the traditional military operations of Mafi traditional area. The Manklalo of Mafi traditional area. Ladies and gentlemen, the Manklalo of Mafi traditional area is the second in command in Mafi traditional hierarchy. This position is confirmed by Togbe Asafo IV, the paramount chief of Mafi traditional area, in a letter dated 16th July 1986 to the then three military wing leaders of Mafi, namely Togbe Awuja Adabla IV, Togbe Anoba Sosraku IV, and Togbe Asafo IV. Part of the letter stated, please be informed that the Manklalo of Mafi is my next in command. If I have any matter relating to war or military, I shall consult the Mafi captain, who will have a meeting with you. Furthermore, Mafi had a state council list dated 1st August 1958. It indicated Togbe Asafo IV, paramount chief of Mafi traditional area, as president, and the Manklalo of Mafi as the vice president. With regards to the role of the Manklalo, into bracket, which is my main focus today, bracket close, he is in charge of chieftaincy affairs or matters. These include the process leading to the installment and the introduction of a new chief to the Fiaga, into bracket, paramount chief, bracket close, and other Mafi authorities. The traditional practice is that before the installment of a new chief in Mafi traditional area, the clan leaders should inform the Manklalo of Mafi traditional area who demands to have certain vital information from the clan leaders. When satisfied, he sends his representatives to inspect the stool, take part, and supervise the enstallment process. After the enstallment, the new chief should be shown to the Manklalo of Mafi by the clan leaders. Then, the Manklalo, on a later date, introduces the new chief to the Fiaga of Mafi traditional area in the presence of the divisional chiefs, into bracket clan heads, chiefs, bracket close, leaders of the 3 military wings, Amanton, other chiefs and people of Mafi. Below is an example of such activities which took place in 1983. Togbe Brentua III, the newly installed chief of Mafi Zopipo, Photo clan of Mafi, was today, in accordance with customary law, being formally introduced and presented to Togbe Asafo IV, paramount chief of Mafi traditional area, chiefs and people of Mafi, by Togbe Asafo IV, Manklalo of Mafi traditional area, in a colorful ceremony at Mafi Adidome on Thursday, 27th January 1983. This practice, ladies and gentlemen, had been confirmed by the Fiaga of Mafi, Togbe Asafo III, in Ajimambedu Committee Report, 73rd sitting, Friday, 20th September 1974, page 11. Togbe Asafo III stated that any chief installed under Togbe Asafo, the paramount chief of Mafi traditional area, would have to be brought to the Manklalo of Mafi traditional area. And this chief would have to be brought to the paramount chief by the Manklalo for recognition. He added that Manklalo of Mafi is the overall kingmaker. Again, ladies and gentlemen, the same role has been emphasized in a document signed by Mafi chiefs and addressed to the Manklalo of Mafi traditional area, dated 6th January 1946, part of which reads, "We unanimously resolve, according to custom, you are the one who installed Fia or Asapohinis in Mafi before showing them to authorities. And whereas it is from time immemorial, it cannot be changed in these modern times. Crisis in Mafi chieftaincy affairs and effects. Discriminately installed in Mafi traditional area, championed by the group calling itself Mafi Avanton, without any notice to the Manklalo of Mafi traditional area. It is clearly the usurpation of administrative function and position of the Manklalo of Mafi traditional area by the Mafi 3 military wing or Avanuto leaders. Ladies and gentlemen, the role of the Manklalo of Mafi has been hijacked, and this has led to the collapse of Mafi traditional system administratively. The adverse effects are visible. These include: 1. Installation of 3 paramount chiefs in Mafi by 3 Tofi sub-clans, Tofi Bagbe, Tofi Kafo, and Tofi Asogwe. 2. The ongoing installation of 2 chiefs in one community. So far, the affected communities include Amegakope, Mafi Tove, Abakberome, and currently Adidome. 3. feud and disunity in some Mafi communities, such as Amegakope, Datube, Mafi Tove, Apaperome, Adidome, and many others. 4. Elevation of some sub-chiefs to divisional status by the military wing leaders. Some of these sub-chiefs are from Bota and Tofi clans. 5. Disrespect among chiefs since the hierarchy has been tampered with. Some sub-chiefs speak disrespectfully to senior chiefs. 6. The Avanuto, or the 3 military wing leaders, have completely dissociated themselves from the captain of Mafi traditional military. 7. The operation of Togbe Asafo III's Queen Mother, who has elevated herself above chiefs of Mafi and has the courage to carry out traditional operations as if she is the paramount chief of Mafi. Ladies and gentlemen, not until we, leaders of Mafi traditional area, return to the status quo, Mafi is likely to break down into 2 factions permanently, because there is a clique of chiefs, to bracket Mafi Avanuto, who are engaged in the installation of parallel chiefs in some Mafi communities. And I believe their expectation is to divide Mafi. In this context, I wish to inform the Mafi general public, who are in dilemma about the current state of Mafi chieftaincy crisis, to open their eyes and be vigilant about the peddling of lies around them. Certain chiefs who are not accredited wing leaders but have been elevated fraudulently by some members of the group calling itself Mafi Avanuto to that position have taken Mafi for a ride. We cannot sit to see them destroy Mafi and reinstitute a new organogram and a new system of traditional administration in Mafi. Mafi is not at war and does not need the operation of such Avanuto wing leaders. Rival installation of chiefs in some Mafi communities. Ladies and gentlemen, according to Mafi customs and tradition, chiefs are installed on traditionally accredited stools. What is happening now in Mafi is double installation of chiefs at Mafi Tove, all bearing the stool name Togbe Brentua Asafo IV. Then at Mafi Abapedome, all the 2 chiefs are using Togbe Brentua the 15th. Introduction of a self-styled chief of Adidome to Mafi Avanuto and the district chief executive. On Saturday, 27th November 2021, a man who styled himself as Togbe Kwasini Kakaklolo Ajiman V has been introduced to the group calling itself Mafi Avanuto or Mafi Military Wing as chief of Adidome. This same group on Monday, 6th December 2021, has introduced the same rival chief to the district assembly as chief of Adidome. All this happened without my consent. The composition of Mafi Avanuto includes the captain of Mafi traditional military and the 3 wing leaders representing Tofi clan, Bota clan, and Domeao. Currently, ladies and gentlemen, the Bota clan has 2 rival head chiefs, and there is no specific representative of the clan. Also, Togbe Brentua Asafo IV, who served as the leader of Domiao had been unanimously voted out in 2020 as leader of Domiao, and a new person has been elected to take that position. In this regard, it is weird for some three chiefs, one of which is a sub-chief, but fraudulently elevated as a divisional chief of Bota clan, to call themselves Mafi Avanuto, to receive Atam on behalf of Mafi paramountcy. Bota clan, like other clans of Mafi, has one divisional chief. The group calling itself Mafi Avanuto is uncustomary. It does not have the capacity to receive Atam on behalf of Mafi traditional area. Again, it is administratively wrong and uncustomary to do what they did. It is performing the role of the Manklalo. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the Manklalo of Mafi traditional area. I am aware of one of the chiefs, Togbe Brentua Asafo IV, installed at Mafi Togbe, whose stool father is Emmanuel Aja Ahoto. He had been introduced to me as legitimate chief of Mafi Togbe. The installation of the other one, into bracket, also called by the same stool name, Togbe Brentua Asafo IV, was championed by Mafi Avanuto. Presently, ladies and gentlemen, it should be made clear that I am very much aware of the installment of Togbe Kwasini Ajima V, bracket, whose principal stool father is Foster Nobeji, bracket close, the person from Nobeji family who has been installed after the demise of Togbe Kwasini Ajima IV. He was properly and traditionally installed by his kingmakers, and the Kwasini Ajima stool is in the possession of the stool authorities, the Nobeji family. My representatives were there to take part and supervise all the processes leading to the installment. He has been shown to me as instituted by custom and tradition. I recognize him as the legitimate Dufia of Mafi Abidome. He has been led through all the Mafi traditional practices and rites and has been installed. He also has the support of all the 11 heads of the principal families which make up the Tovie clan. The second installation done by some members of Fiagben, who rebelled against the leadership of their unit Fiagben family of the principal Ahone family, championed by the group calling itself Mafi Avanuto, is unacceptable. The Adidome stool called Kwasini Ajimai stool is not in their possession. Ladies and gentlemen, the Mafi people who know the truth should not fall for the lies being peddled around. The introduction of chiefs, which took place at Adidome Sogakope Junction on Saturday, 27th November 2021, was uncustomary. It should be ignored. The administrative role of the Manklalo of Mafi traditional area should not be tampered with. From today, I declare that until all chiefs installed in Mafi pass through the right channel, I do not recognize them. Finally, all Mafi must unite and come together to disregard and undo the injustices going on in Mafi. I thank you. Read this on behalf of Togbe Brentua.
Any Moja kama barala, moja chofoma chofose jami barala mikre. Ajade. Moja kama barala, moja chofoma chofose jami barala mikre. Ajade. Moja kama barala, moja chofoma chofose jami.